Wrestling is all about moments, those unforgettable instances where a single snapshot in time can define an entire industry. We've all been asked where we were when The Undertaker's WrestleMania streak ended at the hands of Brock Lesnar, whether or not we cried at Ric Flair's temporary retirement, and how we felt when CM Punk dropped his infamous pipe bomb at the end of Monday Night Raw. Iconic moments in wrestling are something everyone in WWE is striving for. However, some careers can be completely overshadowed by them, whether they be good or bad. With that in mind, I'm Adam Wilborn from What Culture, and these are 10 wrestlers who will only be remembered for one moment. Number 10. Evan Bourne shooting star KO. Evan Bourne, aka Matt Sydal, is a phenomenally talented high flyer. He's a former WWE Tag Team Champion with Kofi Kingston, and he's had success wherever he goes, winning gold in the likes of Impact Wrestling, New Japan, Dragon Gate, and Ring of Honor, to name but a few. Nevertheless, when you think about the man formerly known as Airborne, your mind instinctively turns to that time that Randy Orton snatched him out of the air to hit one of the most spectacular RKOs in history. Oh, it really is a thing of beauty. Unless you're on the end of it, I suppose. WWE knows it overshadows his tag title win too, which is exactly why they uploaded it to their YouTube channel just days after he signed for Impact Wrestling. I suppose you could say it came out of nowhere. Number 9. Snitsky punting a baby. Wrestlers' legacies kind of vary greatly. Whereas Evan Bourne is known for his gravity-defying feats, Snitsky is kind of known for just being a creepy bastard. Foot fetishes, hard-hitting matches, and that time he nearly took Paul London's head off when eliminating him from the Royal Rumble are some of his WWE highlights, but it's his involvement in the distasteful Kane-Lita baby storyline that lands him a spot on this list. Having caused Lita to miscarry following a match with Kane, Snitsky began wandering around telling anyone who'd listen that it wasn't his fault, but added further insults to injury by confronting her on an episode of Chris Jericho's highlight reel. Mocking her misfortune by carrying a fake infant to the ring, he secured his place in wrestling history by punting the baby into the crowd to conclude the segment. And fair play to him, he does get quite the distance on it. Number 8, Jinder Mahal becoming WWE Champion. Jinder Mahal, WWE Champion. Despite nearly 3 years passing since that fateful night at Backlash, it's still something that WWE fans can't quite believe happened. Literally weeks prior to Mahal dethroning Randy Orton for the biggest prize in all of sports entertainment, he was jobbing out to Mojo Rawley thanks to help from his pal, Rob Gronkowski. And yet, then he rolled into Rosemont, Illinois, and did what many people assumed was impossible. On the one hand, winning the WWE Championship is an achievement that should dwarf anything else you accomplish in your WWE career, and yet you can't escape the feeling of negativity that surrounds this win. Whilst Mahal would no doubt prefer you remember him for this rather than his time in 3MB or his 24/7 championship exploits, most fans pinpoint this moment as the tarnishing of the legacy of the WWE Championship and one of the darkest days in recent memory. Number 7, Kalisto, that promo. Good lucha thing. 3 words that will haunt Kalisto for the rest of his days. Many wrestling fans often argue, quite rightly in my opinion, that scripted promos should be a thing of the past. The counter-argument to this, of course, is everything that Kalisto said in the aftermath of the 2016 draft. After Greg Hamilton asked what we can expect from the former United States champion on SmackDown, here is Kalisto's response verbatim. Well, hey, I'm here, like I said before, I'm here to shock the world. I'm ready to show my lucha art inside and outside the ring. But first of all, I can't stop thinking about Baron Corbin being on SmackDown. I get to have my revenge. Like I said, I'm here to stay. Make good lucha thing. God damn it. Woo! Not good. is it? This is a man who pulled off a stunning Salida del Sol at TLC 2015, and all he will be remembered for is good lucha things. Number 6, Mark Henry, that promo. Whereas Kalisto may be remembered for one botched promo, Mark Henry will live in infamy for one of the best promos ever. Mark Henry has done it all in WWE, from fathering a hand with Mae Young, to winning world championships, to making the ring implode with Big Show at Vengeance. And yet, it's fair to say most fans' abiding memory of the world's strongest man is his sensational retirement promo and then subsequent swerve to attack WWE champion John Cena. Personally, I get goosebumps every single time I watch it. I think it personifies everything that is great about Henry, and I think WWE should have used this opportunity to put the one title that had evaded him on Mark Henry. But then again, yeah, those were different times. Number 5, Paige debut. Paige, a former NXT Women's Champion and 2-time Divas Champion, is another whose career has had loads of highlights. But when a moment in your career is the finale to a Hollywood movie, it's kind of hard to argue that that isn't what you're going to be remembered for. In case you haven't seen Fighting With My Family, in which case rectify that immediately, it's really good, see if you can spot Kip Sabian in there. But anyway, the night after WrestleMania 30, AJ Lee was in the ring celebrating the retention of her Divas Championship the previous night. Paige then debuted, interrupted, and was subsequently challenged to a match by the, let's just say, exuberant champion. After reversing Lee's attempt at a Black Widow, Paige managed to nail her Paige Turner move, and to the stunned silence and then subsequent huge pop of the Raw after WrestleMania crowd, the 21-year-old captured the biggest prize in women's wrestling on her first night. Not a bad start. Number 4, Dolph Ziggler, Money in the Bank cash-in. Dolph Ziggler has been with the WWE for 16 years, and it's a time that's brought a variety of highs and lows, from title reigns, show-stealing performances, and brilliant feuds, to predictable storylines, mid-card mediocrity, and lackluster returns. Nevertheless, whatever happens, he will always have the night after WrestleMania 29, when he cashed in his Money in the Bank briefcase to win the World Heavyweight Championship from Alberto Del Rio to a deafening crowd reaction. It is one of the most unforgettable cash-ins ever, and although the subsequent title reign could never live up to expectations, especially because Ziggler was plagued with a concussion issue, he will perennially be remembered as the bloke who blew the roof off the Izod Center in 2013. Number 3, Nia Jax punching Becky Lynch. Of all the legacies to be stuck with, arguably the worst, more so than bad booking and botched promos, is that you are a dangerous worker who consistently injures your colleagues. Unfortunately, as of right now, that is what Nia Jax is known for. The devastating punch which cost Becky Lynch her match with Ronda Rousey at Survivor Series 2018 due to a severe facial injury, or as I like to just call it, exploding her face, is by no means a one-off for Jax either, but a microcosm of the stigma that surrounds the former Raw Women's Champion. Don't get me wrong, Nia Jax remains a highly skilled wrestler, one who was named the PWI Rookie of the Year in 2016, and yet fans' minds consistently turn to that errant shot which created that iconic image of Becky Lynch and arguably was the catalyst that led to the WrestleMania 35 main event when they think about the Irresistible Force. Here's hoping she can change those perceptions upon her return. Number 2, the Shockmaster, the worst debut in history. It's the most infamous debut in all of pro wrestling. If you haven't seen it, are you even a fan? Disregarding the Botchamania signature fall, would this character have been any good even if it hadn't gone arse over tit in an attempt to shock Sid Vicious at Clash of the Champions 24? I mean, at the end of the day, it's still Tugboat in a sparkly Stormtrooper helmet voiced by Ole Anderson. I think the British Bulldog put it best when he said, he fell flat on his ass. Number 1, Titus O'Neil, greatest royal stumble. Right, between you and me, this is the hardest entry I've ever had to do. My boy. I love Titus O'Neil. The former American football player turned WWE superstar was the inaugural 24/7 champion, won the WWE Tag Team Championships with Darren Young back in 2015, formed a highly successful stable with the likes of Apollo Crews and Akira Tozawa. They were known as Titus Worldwide! And by all accounts is a lovely bloke both inside and outside the ring. Nevertheless, his trip and subsequent slide under the ring when entering the Greatest Royal Rumble is forever what he will be known for. My phone exploded when it happened, and Michael Cole described it as the greatest moment in Royal Rumble history. And you know what, he might have a point. We can all vaguely remember the reception John Cena received upon his shock return from injury in 2008, or that time Stone Cold Steve Austin cheated to win, or AJ Styles' debut. But the visual of O'Neil's feet poking out from underneath the ring as Corey Graves chuckles away on commentary is indelibly burned into our collective wrestling memory. May as well admit it now. He may have been the man behind Titus Worldwide, but his legacy is, without question, Titus World Slide. And that's our list. Did we miss any out? Let us know in the comment section below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And subscribe to What Culture Wrestling on either iTunes, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts from for daily wrestling podcasts. Plus, you can check out some more recent videos here. Thanks for watching. I've been Adam from What Culture, and I'll see you soon.